Hey guys, it's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be answering questions that you guys are too afraid to ask YouTubers. So I've been doing YouTube for quite some time. I'm almost on my 7th year of being a YouTuber. That is crazy to me. So I do have some experience and hopefully I can answer some of you guys' questions and clear up some confusion and things that you guys think about what it's like being a YouTuber, and I'm just going to be answering those for you guys. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button to join the DLG fam, become one of my cookies. Click the like button if you like it, leave a comment below, and follow my social medias, both on the screen and linked down below. Let's get started. Over on my Instagram, which you should definitely go follow, you guys sent me quite a few questions, more than I was expecting, but I'm going to try to answer as much as I can. Some of the questions were like duplicates, like multiple people asked the same ones. So question 1 is, when did I start doing YouTube? Slash, like, how long have I been doing it for? So I've been doing it, like I said in the intro, for nearly 7 years. It's going to be my 7th year next year in 2021. But I started back in April of 2015. I believe I've been doing it for 7 years. I don't know, but that's like literally like half of my life, more than half. I have been doing it for quite some time, but I did start off as like a toy channel. But obviously things have changed since then. So yeah, I've been doing it for about, I'm just gonna say 6.5 years, not quite 7 yet, but I just like to say 7 because why not? What made me start a channel in the first place? So I'm not really sure, I just kind of wanted to be a YouTuber. I thought it would be really fun, and my parents like kind of ran my channel at the time. I didn't do too much. I just kind of sat there and played with toys and then uploaded it to YouTube without editing or anything, and over time I started to get a little bit more into it, to branch out into a more lifestyle-y kind of, and then over quarantine I just became like all out on my YouTube channel. I started posting like 2 or 3 times a week, and I just became a lot more serious about it. I told you guys my real name. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I used to go by a fake name for like privacy reasons and safety. Didn't really answer the question, like what made me start a YouTube channel. I guess I just kind of thought it would be fun, and I recently got diabetes at that time, and I like kind of needed something to do. It was like a hard time, so I just decided to start a YouTube channel. Question number 3 is, who inspired me to start a YouTube channel? So I don't know if there's really one person in particular. I've said this in videos before, but I mean maybe like Bethany Moda. She kind of inspired me to start doing like videos besides toy videos, but at first probably like Cookie Swirl C or like Lego YouTubers, things like that at the time that were really popular. What do I use to edit my videos? So I use the app InShot, and I do have the pro version, which does cost money. There is a free version, which is pretty good. It just has a watermark at the bottom, and you can't do as much, but like I recommend starting out with iMovie just because it's really easy to use. So yeah, I've gone through tons of different editors. I started off with like this one that
came with YouTube, but unfortunately they got rid of it, which I was so sad about because it was literally like the best. And then I decided to go to Lightworks, which was just so confusing and hard for like me to use when I was like literally 9 or 10. And then my camera broke and I switched over to filming on my phone and used iMovie. And then I went to KineMaster, but I didn't really like how it had a watermark. And then I discovered InShot, which was even better than KineMaster, but it had a watermark as well, but it was cheaper and had a lot more effects and things that fitted my channel, so I decided to buy the pro version of InShot. And
that's what I am currently using. How long does it typically take me to edit a video? So this really depends on the type of video that it is, but if it's just like a regular sit-down video like this where it's not like a try-on haul or something, if it's like a voiceover, but I guess if it's just a normal video, I usually like to do a rough cut, just go through and cut out any like parts where I stutter or there's just like a long pause, things like that. And then I'll go through and add like actual fun parts of the video, you know, like words on the screen, cool filters and effects like this,
voice distortion.
There's like needs to be pictures on the screen. So yeah, it typically takes me about 2 or 3 rounds of editing because the rough cut can take a while depending on how much footage I have, and then going through and making it more interesting and eye-catching and like funny can take about like, I'd say like an hour. But then the rough cut takes a little bit longer because I actually have to find the parts that I need to cut out. So I would say usually it'll take me about for a regular sized video, I'd say about 3 rounds of editing, about an hour each, so I guess 3 hours, but I feel like that's a little bit of exaggerating, maybe more like 2.5. Again, it really depends on the type of video. There's not just like one set time frame that it will take, so sometimes it'll take me literally like a half hour, and other times it'll take me like 4 hours. But the next one is how long does it take me to film. So usually about a half an hour to maybe an hour, depending. Again, if it's like a vlog or something, obviously it takes all day, but for a sit-down video like this, I would say a good 30 minutes to an hour. Ooh, this is a good one. Do I use a camera or a phone, or do I just film on my phone? So currently I am filming on my phone, and I think it works fine. A lot of people say like if you have to have this huge expensive camera to be a YouTuber, but that is not true. You can literally just film on your phone. Plus it's so much easier to edit on a phone, so I just think filming makes it easier, so I don't have to like export it from my camera. But for quite a long period of time, I'd say from when I was like 8 to like 11, I used a camera, but it did break. It wasn't the best camera ever. I just decided to switch over to my phone, and it was just so much easier for me to film and edit. What is the best camera out there? So I've only used one type of camera, which I forgot the exact model it was, but it was like a Sony one. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It was something like that. I still have it, it just doesn't work. But I wouldn't say that's the best camera out there because it broke like 3 times. I had to get 3 of those, maybe even more. But I've heard the Canon G7X is a good one. There's just a few other ones I've heard of. I'll put the names on the screen of some ones that other YouTubers use and recommend. How do I balance school and YouTube? So it can be hard. I do post twice a week. I'm gonna start posting 3 times a week in December. It's difficult to, especially if there's a day I have a lot of homework, but I also really need to get a video edited. But obviously school does come first because YouTube is just a hobby and something fun for me to do. Hard to balance them, but I just say on weekends, if you can, work on more on YouTube, and during the week work more on school, or like after school you can focus on YouTube. It really just depends your schedule too. Like if you play a bunch of sports, it might be even harder, but I don't at the moment. So do I enjoy editing? I actually do. It's probably my favorite part of making videos. The editing is just so fun. You can add your own personal touch to it and develop like a style. I just really do enjoy editing. Do you think YouTube is more in the work side or is it fun? You can say your point of view. So for me, it's just for fun. I wouldn't say it's like a work side. Like I'm not like super like, if a video doesn't do well, I mean it can be like tough and stuff if a video you worked really hard on doesn't do well, but I would not say it is on the work side for me. It is just a fun little thing for me to do in my free time. What are some of my goals with being a YouTuber? So if you mean like number goals, like sub goals, I would really love to hit 2,000 subscribers. It would be amazing. Ooh, this is a very good question. What should I do if somebody asks to do sub for sub or support for support? So this can be really hard because if you don't know, definitely like look into this. Sub for sub and support for support can literally get your channel banned. So if you've been doing it, don't anymore. But if you did know about that and you're getting some DMs like I do, I have like over 100 DMs and lots of them are asking for sub, and usually if there's somebody that's doing sub for sub or support for support, I don't answer. I'm not gonna like block them or anything. I'm just not gonna answer them because they're just gonna unsubscribe later and they're not actually gonna like your content. There's like a motorcycle or something. Oh my god, someone's mowing their lawn. This always happens when I'm filming. Well, you guys can't hear them mowing their lawn too well, but I don't even know what I was saying. But basically, if someone asks you to do sub for sub, support for support, or anything along those lines, it's just not gonna grow your channel the way you want it to. What is the secret to getting 1,000 subscribers? Honestly, I don't know. It just sort of happened for me. Like I had a video that not blew up, but it did really, really well. It got over 250,000 views, and that video made me get most of my 1,000 subscribers, at least up until 1,000. The ones after that were from like Instagram and like things like that. But I kind of just went from having 200 to 1,000 in less than a week. That was literally insane to me. But I really don't have a secret. It just kind of happened for me. It was a really, really exciting time. Do you get money from each YouTube video, and how does it work? And just like in general, how does monetization work? So I am not monetized yet. I'm really close to it, but I do know how it works because I watch videos on it just to kind of get ready for it and prepare and just know how it works, just because I'm really curious about that. And basically, from what I know, I can't say from experience yet, but from what I know, basically it's not actually how many views you get, it's like how much engagement, like how long people are watching your videos. If they're enjoying them, then you'll get more money, and I really don't know how exactly it works, but it's something like that. It's more about like watch hours and watch time and all that like technical behind the scenes stuff, but I think you get money every month if you make over $100. So yeah, and then if you don't, it gets added on to the next month. Do you think you'll ever get monetized? I know it's really hard to get monetized. I think I will soon, hopefully, because I have 1,000 subscribers. It's just the watch hours I need. I think you need 4,000 watch hours, and I currently have about 2,200, so over halfway there, which is insane to me. Thank you guys. Go watch my videos if you want to help me with that. I think I will. It's just a matter of when. Like, I really hope it's soon, because it would just be so cool to call something I love a job. It's a really good question. What's one thing people assume about YouTubers that is not true? I think that a lot of people assume being a YouTuber is easy and you can just right away have it be a job and make lots of money from it and become like a millionaire just by starting a YouTube channel, and that is definitely not true. Like, a lot of people just think that it's so easy. You could just like create a YouTube channel, make a few videos, and you'll become rich and famous, but it's not true. Do I plan my videos out every month, and what's the best way to plan them? So I can actually show you guys this because I have my YouTube planning notebook in it. I've been doing this system since June. Basically, I'll write out, hold on, I'll just show you July. No, that's not a good one. I'll show you August. So basically, I write out the name of the month and then all the days, and underline and colored Sharpie the days that I need to post. And then I'll come down here and write the colored lines. So for Wednesday, August 5th, I have it underlined, oh, you can't see it, in yellow. And when you come down here to yellow, it was summer favorites. So that's the video I posted then. That's how I do it. I think it works really well. I've been doing that system for quite a while, and I do plan it out every single month in this notebook. The next one is, have I ever had YouTube burnout or just felt like quitting? So this might surprise you guys, but I actually haven't. I just literally like love YouTube. I'm obsessed with it. I don't know how I've never actually felt like quitting. I just really haven't. The next question is, do you ever get interrupted when filming a video? Of course I do. I'm getting interrupted right now from my neighbor mowing his lawn. But yeah, all the time, basically in every single video, this question came up at perfect timing because, as you can hear. How do you deal with hate? So for me personally, I don't get much hate, but once in a while, like every month or so, I'll get a couple of hate comments, and it can be really tough, but I just try to laugh it off because a lot of the hate comments are funny. Like, there's a lot of typos and stuff, misspelled words. I just try to look on the bright side and say, well, they watched your video, they're giving you watch hours and views, because obviously they'll point out like what they don't like. They'll be like,
Ew, why'd you say that at that part of the video?
that literally shows that they watched your video. Do I have any tips for editing? So I'm not going to get too much into this because I'm actually going to make a whole separate video on how I edit and make my thumbnails. So look forward to that soon. Some of you guys have been requesting it. So that's my answer for that. Best ways to get more views and watch time. I'd say use a lot of tags. When you go to YouTube Creator Studio and go into the little tag box, try to fill up the whole box. I believe you have 500 characters or words or something, probably characters. So just try to use the whole tag box with things, obviously, that relate to the video. Do I ever regret becoming a YouTuber? No, I do not regret it at all, and I never have and probably never will. What are some struggles of making videos that no one really talks about? I like this question. That's a good one. I think coming up with ideas is a big one that a lot of people can struggle with. For me, I don't really struggle with it too much, but I feel like no one really talks about it. Like, it can be sometimes really hard to come up with video ideas, but I just kind of like write them down and keep them in mind, so I do always have them. But I know sometimes if you like really need to get a video up and you don't have anything filmed or edited, it can be really difficult to come up with something to do. Is making money one of the reasons that I started YouTube? Me personally, no. I started it to have fun, especially because I was like 7. I was not thinking about making money at that age, and yeah, I still don't, so I don't really think of that too much. It would be really cool, like I've said a few times in this video. It would just be an honor and just like so cool to be able to do that. But no, it was not even one of the reasons that I started this channel. What is my overall favorite part about being a YouTuber? I think just like having like an audience. Like, it's really cool that over 1,400 people actually take the time to like watch and interact with my content. It's last but not least, advice for YouTubers that are just starting. I'd say I have so much advice. You can go watch these 2 videos if you want to. I have a whole playlist on like YouTube advice. But I'd say my number 1 piece of advice is to not give up. Obviously, if it's something that you really don't enjoy doing, of course, you don't have to force yourself to do it. But if it's something that you really like, but you get discouraged because you only have a few subscribers and you're not getting any views, don't delete your channel, don't delete your videos, because you never know what video could do really well and go viral at some point. It might take years for it to go viral. Like my first video that did really, really well, it did not do it overnight. It just happened over time and slowly got me to 1,000 subscribers. Ow, I just like banged my hand on the desk. But yeah, just don't give up. If it's something that you enjoy doing and you're not doing too well, just keep on trying, keep pushing through it, and just put together all the tips you've learned to try your best to grow your channel. That's it for today's video. I hope this answered some of your questions, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Have a loosey-goosey day.